This is unethical. Have you ever been dismissed by a doctor for asking a question or suggesting some alternative? If you're carnivore or keto, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, this is going to be a bit of a rant, but I'll keep it short. Doctors are supposed to be our partners in healthcare, guiding us towards the best solutions for our bodies. But they don't want to hear questions, or worse, they get offended if we have a different perspective. This happens more than it should, especially to people who follow carnivore, keto, or other unconventional approaches. And this is not just frustrating, this is unethical. You see, a huge part of ethical medicine is informed consent. And that means you should have all the information you need about a condition and all the options available to you. You should also be able to ask questions and have those questions fully addressed. And your decisions should be respected even if they differ from the doctor's opinions. But here's the thing, when the doctor dismisses your questions or belittles your decisions, they are undermining all of that. They're taking away your ability to make an informed decision, and that's a problem. They are swapping out ethics for expediency. So why do they get so defensive? Well, first, they feel like you're challenging their authority. Most of these doctors were trained in a hierarchical system where the person with the most authority's decision is final. They weren't taught to collaborate with patients. So when you question something or you bring up carnivore, it's a threat to their expertise. Second, there are time constraints. Doctors are under a lot of pressure to see as many patients as possible. As a result, answering your thoughtful and informed questions is not a priority for the doctor. And third, there's bias. Lifestyles like carnivore or keto go against decades of conventional wisdom, which have promoted low-fat diets, calorie restriction, and medications. We all know how well that's worked out, right? But when you suggest this alternative, it challenges everything they've been taught. And that's not easy for anyone to handle, let alone someone who's under extreme time pressure that's spent a lot of money to earn the right to be a doctor. But this isn't just about individual doctors. The entire medical system is part of this problem. The system prioritizes speed and efficiency over personalization. And let's face it, speed and efficiency can be a good thing at McDonald's. But at the doctor, it's a little bit more important to be personalized. And doctors are trained to follow guidelines which are often influenced by pharmaceutical companies, so they tend not to think out of the box. And this perpetuates a system of non-nuanced, one-size-fits-all thinking. The problem with this is there's no room for critical thought. Just like everyone else, when doctors don't exercise their critical thinking skills, those skills atrophy. And let's not forget, a healthy population is bad for business. The medical industry makes money when we stay dependent on pills, treatments, and procedures, not when we thrive. Doctors' dismissive behavior doesn't just frustrate patients, it damages trust. If you feel like your questions don't matter, are you going to continue asking? Will you feel confident about the care you're receiving? Or are you more likely to give up on doctors altogether? Now, if you've already found carnivore or keto, you're probably in a better place anyway. But what happens to those who haven't? They remain at the mercy of a system that doesn't give a crap about them. The good news is self-advocacy is rising, and with access to online information, more people are taking charge of their health than ever before. And even if you are doing really well now, but you do have to go and see a doctor, the doctors should welcome your questions, not feel threatened by them. And if they are dismissing your questions or minimizing the importance of what you're saying, your opinion, or what you're asking, then they are not acting ethically. So keep asking questions and keep advocating for yourself. And if you want to see the lengths the medical profession will go to quash dissent, check out this video next.